Hello, I am the Witch of Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. Ooh, did you see that? That was so pretty. Today, I have a reading for Cancer Moons. How are we doing, Cancer Moons? Good to see ya. Oh my gosh. If you're new to my channel, I have a little secret for you. I'm a Cancer Moon. So, with all of my readings that also technically pertain to me as well, I promise that I will stay unbiased. This is a reading for all of us Cancer Moons, not just me. But I do have to admit that I do especially like filming these ones. So I'm so glad you're here with me as I'm shuffling out the cards. They're feeling a little like stuck. I don't know. But as I'm shuffling out the cards, I invite you to take some deep breaths to calm yourself, ground yourself, center yourself. Get relaxed, get comfy. The air just turned on, sorry. Ah! Oh gosh, oh god, okay, pretend you didn't see that. Well, okay, wait, I saw that one, I did not see that one. All right, let me go quiet that down, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, hopefully that's better. Okay, bonus card, fun. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but this week is a little rough for me for a number of reasons. So I think it is, those ones came out really quick, nice. Perfect time for a reading. So Cancer Moons, let's take a look at the cards. So for the Oracle card, we have Cleansing with Gemini and the water element. All right, and for the tarot cards, we have the Fool, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Athames reversed, aka Two of Swords reversed, and lastly, Six of Wands reversed. I was about to say aka something, but just Six of Wands reversed. Whew, okay, all right. And then we will flip this card over whenever I feel like it's time to flip it over, which I think I'm actually going to do pretty soon. Okay, Cancer Moons. If this doesn't scream fresh start, I don't know what does. We've got the Fool, Ace, Ace with Cleansing. That is, it's time for a fresh start. It's time to, we need some, I mean, especially with all this like blue, I feel like this has a very like air energy. We need we need to breathe some new life into whatever it is you've got going on. I think it's interesting though, because even though we have three cards here, which all represent a fresh start, they're not all, or the beginning of something, they're not all the exact same, right? They all have different vibes to them, different little nuances to them. So being that we have the Fool as well as Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, these are both very clear signs of the beginning of a new long journey, a new, you know what this kind of makes me think of too, actually, which I am not really a huge astrology person. I'm certainly not qualified to really like talk about it or explain it, but just to kind of give you an idea of what kind of time length we're talking about here. It makes me think of Pluto being moving into Aquarius. Let's see, I'm going to post this on the 11th. I think it's going to like officially be in Aquarius on the 19th, I think. Makes me think of that. But with Pluto, you know, it's in each of its signs for a really long time, like 15 years, 20 maybe, something like that. But that's when we have Pentacles energy. That's very long. Same with the Fool, right? It's the very beginning. The very, very beginning is literally number 0 of the major arcana, which is also very long. So we're definitely talking about something very monumental. And I think some of the energy you might want to carry going forward is, number one, with Ace of Pentacles, it's very dreamy energy. It's very, I almost want to say like unrealistic. Not literally unrealistic, but just kind of like going towards and trying to pursue something that feels so intangible right now, but it's just such a dream of yours that you just really want to try anyway and do everything you can. And the Fool card, it is a very joyous and excited card. I mean, with both of these cards, there's this feeling of this like intense excitement, almost like a childlike excitement, and kind of not paying so much attention right now to the harsh reality, right? It's just very optimistic and very like, you know what? I feel like I could. I feel like I totally could do that. I feel like this could be a thing. But just letting your heart expand and just being like, you know what? I think I want to try. Of course, when we have the Fool, I always feel the need to give a little reminder. It can be easy to be a little naive at this stage. Just keep in mind going forward, which this shouldn't stop you. It's just to prevent any problems from happening, right? Just understand that whatever it is you're going into, you're heading towards, you're wanting to build or create or go, a place you're going to, whatever, just keep in the back of your head, just remember you don't have all of the information yet. There are unknowns. There are things you still need to learn. And that's okay. That is okay. It comes with the territory. Whenever you're doing something new, whenever you're going into a new environment, it's just how it is, right? In the most neutral way possible. There are things you don't know yet. There are things you have to learn. And that's okay. Just don't let that stop you, right? Just be ready for that and you will be absolutely fine. So we have another one here, Ace of Swords. Now this is kind of a different energy to these ones a little bit, right? We're still talking about a beginning, right? Ace. But Swords is about the mind. It's the air element. It is clarity and focus. And Swords is a very fast energy. So I have a little suspicion that part of what is causing this new beginning, or maybe some of the energy you're bringing with you as you're starting this new beginning, is from this Six of Wands reversed. Six of Wands is about very public victory, winning a battle and being celebrated, or, you know, having some sort of accomplishment that other people are looking at you and like, wow, oh my God, that was so amazing, getting that admiration, right? Even you can see in this card, right, we've got this person who's parading on their white horse and they're throwing petals, maybe rose petals, something. However, we have it reversed, and that can usually be either one of two things. Either this is a very public loss, something you lost or maybe failed at in a very public way, or it could just be that you did win something, but it is not being received very well. People are not happy, or people don't see it, right? But whatever that is, I have a little suspicion that this kind of put a chip on your shoulder. And because of this outcome that happened, it gave you a lot of clarity. And I don't know if it was necessarily in the most positive, or maybe not positive, joyous, smiley, sunshiny way, kind of like in a, oh, I see. So this is how it's going to be. Well, now I know what I need to do. Vary that. But we have Ace of Swords reversed. So I don't think that this is like a bad thing. That's why I don't want to say it wasn't positive. I think this was, let me be careful with what I say. I think the direction that you are feeling really pulled towards now is a good thing, right? Regardless of what exactly has brought you here, which obviously could be a million things, and I'm not going to tell you that it was good, right? That, I don't know. But I think this clarity that you have now, follow it. I think, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna flip over this card before we talk about what this is, just to get an idea of what it's referring to. 9 of Cups reversed. Look at the little cat and the crab. That's so cute. So I'm not sure if this 9 of Cups is referring to what you were dealing with this situation, or if it's kind of a warning, something you want to make sure you don't do, which I'll explain what it means in a minute. But I'm wondering if it is kind of both. So I guess I'll just say it both ways, and whatever feels right, it is, you know. So 9 of Cups, upright. It's about indulging and enjoying life's luxuries. It kind of implies that you've had wealth, you know, or you've been going through a pretty abundant time and you are just like enjoying all of it and soaking every little bit of it up. So when it's reversed, it's greed. It's being too self-indulgent and to a point where you're just being very irresponsible. But I will say, remember, this is cups, right? Not pentacles. So cups energy is the emotional part of that. It's relying on these superficial and material things too much. So, like I said, it's very possible that that's referring to, gosh, I mean, especially because when I did almost put that one here, which would connect it to this, but then I saw this one, so then I put that one there. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of leaning more towards this is what happened here. Very much an energy of arrogance as well. Maybe there's a lot of arrogance with whatever happened here. And being very self-absorbed. Maybe that's the kind of people you're dealing with here, or person. Maybe you lost whatever battle situation this was. You lost to somebody who was like that. Something along those lines. So, okay, we have this Two of Athames reversed, aka Two of Swords reversed. And that can represent indecision, but it can specifically represent a situation where there's kind of no good answer. It can feel like there's no good option, which isn't necessarily true, but it definitely feels like that. It's like, okay, I'll either take this horrible option or that horrible option, you know? Because with Two of Swords, it kind of represents a decision between two things that are just, you know, same number of pros, same number of cons for each one. Very difficult to decide. But when it's reversed, to me, it has this feeling of like, yeah, because they're both terrible options, right? I'm guessing that just kind of based on the implications and the context of everything happening, I have a feeling this Two of Swords kind of has to do with either giving up, giving in, or doing the hard work and keep going and going into this new chapter, this next chapter, whatever that means or looks like for you. And I think they might both feel like bad options because this is not the outcome that you wanted, right? But it is the outcome that has happened, and it's hard to feel motivated and excited to go forth into an option that you didn't want to have to go towards. You know what I mean? This is a decision you did not want to make, but it is the decision you have to make. I think that's what this Two of Swords reversed is signifying here. However, I hope that with this entire reading as a whole, you can... it doesn't get much more clear. I'm going to be honest with you. It does not get more clear than this. This is an absolute yes. Even if you're not feeling it right now, even if you're feeling very frustrated and very demotivated, maybe a little apathetic, discouraged. This is absolutely telling you, you know, as much as this sucks, it gave you clarity. Oh, it gave you clarity. And that's kind of the feeling with Swords. It's like, you know, it did not come easily. It was not fun, but we got the job done. And now you got the clarity and now you know what to do. Right? So 8 of Pentacles, it means number 1, education, learning. What is it that you need to learn about as you go into this next chapter? But it's also about being proactive. You don't have to do everything in one day, right? Again, with Pentacles, we're talking about long energy. I feel like we're going into a chapter that will be very long. You don't need to rush anything. Try not, depending on what's going on, right? I don't think you need to feel like, okay, I got to get everything done right now. I got to hurry up and get this done, right? Maybe that is the case for some of you, but just don't burn yourself out. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't burn yourself out. Don't do more than you need to, right? Remember to still give yourself some grace, but it's also important that you are consistently doing the things that you need to do. And like I said, right now is an excellent time to get educated, get smart about what steps you're going to take. And I have a feeling that right now you can start with cleansing. What can you get rid of? Is there something that this situation made you realize, oh, well, I'm done with that? If there was something like that, get rid of it. Walk away. Throw it away. If it was a person, you can say goodbye. You're done, right? I think also when this card comes up as well, I think it's a very good opportunity to make sure that you keep your environment nice and clean, energetically very clean. That'll help you as well. Which, again, doesn't have to be done all in one day, but I think that will be very nice right now. It'll make you feel better. Okay, Cancer Moons, this video ended up being pretty long. I did not expect it to be really long because this looked so straightforward at first, but I guess I had a lot to say. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. If you have any questions about this or if you'd like any part of this clarified, please let me know. You can leave a comment or you can just reach out to me, whichever you prefer. If you're feeling particularly drawn to any of these cards, or if you'd like a little more clarification about any of these cards, on the shorts part of my channel, I have hundreds of shorts videos where I talk about each of the cards. I talk about their upright meaning, their reverse meaning, as well as any symbolism within them. If I could recommend... Oh God, honestly, usually I give like 1 or 2 cards that like you specifically might want to go look at, but honestly, you could look at any of these. I feel like every single one of these cards, which is why this reading was like so long. I feel like every single one of these cards was very important in this. In this reading. Like every single one felt like a focal point. So any of them, honestly, I can't even really pick out one. Any of them. Okay, anyway, Cancer Moons, I am wishing you so much strength getting through this. I'm also wishing you a lot of self-confidence. I have a feeling this might have taken away a little bit of your self-confidence. So I'm wishing so much of that, sending so much of that your way. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!